WalkB4UHuntNZ New Zealand channel. You've joined us out in the field on another hunt in some fairly familiar territory today. So the plan is I went for a bush hunt yesterday and then again this morning, and then Lawan met me and we headed up here so she could come and check out I think what's affectionately known as the prime time basin now. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe, smash the like button. Hopefully, I've heard lots of noise up here last night, and there's been plenty of roaring on the way here, so hopefully we see something. Yeah. And then don't forget to follow us on Instagram at WalkB4UHuntNZ New Zealand. And then listen to the podcast. If I ever get around to doing some more, it's hard to organise everyone's schedule, but I really want to do some more. So anyway, hang around and join in. Now, go back to yesterday, and you can see what I was doing in the bush, and I'll see you shortly. So when I came up here, I figured I might well find a track to cruise along. And it didn't take long to find one, to be honest. Roughly about where I thought you'd probably want to enter to get up to the saddle where I wanted. She's a bit skinny though, but it's uphill from here, so I'm just going to push on a little bit further and see if I can't find a better track. But this one's quite nicely hidden. Probably worth having a look. Might duck back down. Just the most succinct track, but you can see further up it just opens up a little bit. Someone's done well to hide this in here. And this area's right on the edge of some like a manuka stand. And I feel like it probably is where I want to get in and have a look. But at the moment I'm just a bit laden with gear, so I might have to think about what I'm going to do. So here's a bit of humour. I was walking in and I had my release on my wrist, and the head of the release fell off. There's a screw in there that allows it to rotate, and it obviously worked itself loose. And that is not a size Allen key I had on me, because I only have one for my side, which also fits my wrist. So I had to do a quick pack stash, race back out to the car to find that I did have the right Allen key, and I was able to get it sorted, which is pretty good. Would have been not so ideal if I had to bare finger the compound bow. I have done it before. It's not that pleasant though. So, yeah, fortunately it's probably only added a K and a bit to my walk to race back here. So, what's that, 3K? It's inconsequential, to be honest. I've got heaps of time up here. I'm cruising around in the middle of the day just checking stuff out, so it's not so bad. So I've been going for about an hour now. There's plenty of trails inside. it's non-existent, but the currents of here are just chaotic. I've been up trails and then stopped, felt the breeze on my neck, turned around, headed in a different direction, had the same thing. When I go up, it's up. When I go down, it's down. So, I'm probably gonna whip back to where I stashed the bag, grab my gear, and push a little bit further up the hill. That's where I'm gonna set up camp for the night, and then Lawanda's coming up tomorrow, and we're gonna have a crack up on the next ridge. I heard a roar in this direction, but I can't do anything about the breeze, so just probably, go with that plan. It's pretty tight in here. It's hard going being quiet. I moved through the cold and damp part pretty quick. It made a bit of noise there, but the wind was on my face then, and it was on the other side of the valley. Now I'm over on the side that's got the sun. It's much warmer. But yeah, just the air currents are chaotic. But it's pretty cool. I've been taking my time, being quiet. But yeah, I've seen some, plenty of time. This guy out in front of me, because I was on my way back across. Guy or girl, not sure. Hard to tell from those prints. So we've set up camp for the night, just about to have something to eat. As per usual, after a big day, I'm a supremely hungry man. So I've gone with a Moroccan lamb backcountry, because out of the three that I have, it's got the highest amount of calories. That seems to work about right. I've been a little bit more sparing with my water usage today, and just the way I'm consuming my resources. So I always see him bow last couple of hours and sorts of just things like that. Just being a little bit smarter about that, those sorts of stuff. And the water usage, definitely paid a bit more attention to that. When I picked these meals, I also picked on how much water they need as well. So that was sitting in the back of my mind after my trip with Cam, and I ran out of water. So yeah, I'll show you a bit of camp. So here's the kitchen. To the larder and the storage room, and then there's the wee tent, the new bedding setup, which I'm looking forward to tonight. It's not the roomiest area or the flattest area, but the tent fits in that gap, and that'll do just fine. So I'm not bothering with hunting tonight. I'm just going to let my ears do the work. I can hear plenty around, and I feel like I'm just going to go out there, spread scent everywhere, and make a massive racket. So it just makes sense to just call it all down. Just have a bit of a listen, and try and hold my excitement for what's going on out here. I can hear a few animals, and just spoke to the borough cam. We've got some mobile reception up here, so so he's giving me some wise words to think about, and yeah, I'm just gonna hang back and yeah, make sure I'm in a good position for tomorrow, get a good night's sleep hopefully, and yeah, make the most of it tomorrow. Fingers crossed, team. So it's a Sunday morning. I'm just busily dazzling myself with bright lights currently. It's about 5 o'clock. Just waiting for the sun to come up. We've been roaring all night. Probably, I think, definitely 5 distinct voices out there. So I've seen some people over on the private land spotlighting, but no loud bangs. So I'm hoping to just drop down the track a little bit, get out across this ridgeline. I've been hearing a couple of animals down there, and that's sort of the bridge tees off the ridgeline that I've been walking up. So when I whip out there and have a look, there's a little saddle, and then it comes up to a point. So yeah, that'll be the plan for the first part of the morning. See how we go from there. I'm just waiting for a bit of light before I go bumbling through the bush. I am not the world's quietest person or carefulest person either. So I just need to get a few things on my side here. But otherwise, mint sleep, new sleeping bags are awesome, new sleeping mats awesome. As a combination together, they slip on each other quite a lot. Because my tent's a little bit downhill, I keep sliding to the end of the tent. So that disturbed the sleep a little bit, but got that sorted in the end. Put a jacket halfway down there, roll my jacket up, put it halfway down the sleeping mat. So my ass sort of like rested against that, and then I stopped sliding so much. But yeah, warm sleep. It was very nice. Big moon, which made for some crazy shadows on the tent, but I had no problems getting to sleep last night. This is my breakfast in the morning, the macaroni and cheese. The real meals one. Everything I've had from them is pretty good, so I'm hoping this will be tops as well. So it's Sunday morning now. Part of the tent. There's plenty of noise going on out here. Roaring and the pigs going for it as well. So it's about 4:30. We have to feed and get ready to make a move. Yeah, this is pretty good. I might have put a little bit too much water in it, but it's definitely tasty. About 5 gunshots, just 6. Rung off down the valley, so either they're into a good mob, or that guy's a calendar, one or the other. Yeah, just quieting everything off now. But yeah, I found the little path that I'm just following down, little trail, making my way down through the saddle to another spur, and towards the valley, the top end of the valley that those gunshots come from. So let's see how we go. So over that way we walk. There's 2 or 3 roaring. There's another one roaring back this way. But the wind's coming onto me here. So I'm just going to keep flying this out across another saddle and onto another spur. And see if they're down that next side, because down that next side there's a river. So I might just see what's happening down there. It is actually dead still up here, so it's pretty nice. yeah, I found a wee trail that's sort of, it's not maintained, but it's definitely been trodden. One of those random map marking moments at home where I seem to land the mark right on top of the trail again. So, happy days. I would in no way think that I'm the first in any of these spots, so it doesn't surprise me that there's some sort of loosely marked trails about. This one's probably marked a little bit better than some I've seen, but there's a few variations of markers along the way, so there's obviously a better couple through here. But yeah, take the advantages you can get, I suppose. It's looking like it's going to be a cracking day today, so get back into it. So I've dropped down a fair whack now, and I can hear them all making noise downstream in that river, creek, stream. Now I'm torn because I've got a meeting point back up the hill with Lawanda at a set time, and my pack and gear are stashed up there. But I really want to be down there. But I know there's deer where I'm going. So, and I'm about split right between those 2 points. I did hear some roaring not far from me up hill, so I might take 5 minutes to contemplate what I'm going to do here. As a side note, I'm getting pretty hungry too. That tends to lead me towards my pack and not towards that stream. Yeah. These are modern day problems. It's all gone pretty quiet up here. So I've ducked back, packed up camp, and now I'm just waiting for Lawanda to arrive. So, yeah. Cloud cover's sort of come in. It's cooled down a little bit. Not entirely sure why they stopped making noise, considering they were still making noise like 11 o'clock yesterday. So, I don't think those gunshots probably helped those blokes by the time they got through to get those deer or whatever. Probably would have rattled everything around a little bit. But yeah, so a couple hours walk ahead of us. Pushed into a spot, familiar spot. So feel pretty good about that. And yeah, make a plan from there. Pick up tonight and tomorrow morning. I've always been fortunate to have, not always, but generally been fortunate to have really good bosses who can be compassionate at the right times when it comes to grabbing some leave. And yesterday, my current boss was pretty understanding about it, and I said to him, things look a little quiet on Monday, the weather's mint, I wouldn't mind getting Monday off. But there's other things going on at work that, I would understand if he'd said no, but he said yes, so I'm pretty stoked to be able to pick up
it's 2 more hunts that I can squeeze in, you know, like another evening and a morning, so that's pretty cool. Offloaded the dog onto Launder's auntie, so that's always handy. And yeah, push on and yeah, get a little bit more hunting in, which is pretty cool. The time available during the raw is starting to erode, so it's awesome to make a bit more of an opportunity at it. I'm already thinking about how I can squeeze some hunting into next weekend when we're back at bow racing on the west coast. So maybe a Friday morning mish, which is Good Friday, down that creek where I could hear them all going off. I'll race out here at like 3 in the morning and crush my way up that stream as soon as there's a little bit of light, and then yeah, see if I can't get something revved up or find something down a little bit lower, and then if we have enough room in the car for that trip over to the coast, I'll probably chuck the bow in and the cam whack, and if my mate wins a trophy on the Saturday, he can belt himself into his boat on Sunday and I'll go for a hunt. Legit, bro, that's what's happening. By the time you see this, it would have already happened. Alright, well, fingers crossed, Launder's here shortly. Can have a cup of tea. I won't make her walk, get straight into another big walk. I'll let her have a little breather. I'm generous like that, you know.
So in between that and now that you're all caught up, there's about a 3.5 hour walk, 3 hour walk, something like that. So yeah, had a bit of a glass here. I'm just going to move down a little bit further and just have a little bit of the glass of the bit that I can't see. I haven't seen anything yet, but from there I'll be able to pick up the other side as well a little bit. And then yeah, we've still got a bit of sunlight ahead of us. Here pretty early, but the wind is a nor'wester, so it's pushing up the hill, which is nice. It was not as windy as it was last time I was here, but there's a bit of breeze here working with us. Anyway, I'm going to make a move. There is roaring down the valley. I did forget to mention that. There's roaring everywhere at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to make a move. See what we can't see. Just enjoy a little bit of sunlight while it's here. So we made our way through. Just glass that first basin. There's some bow down there. Speaking to people on our way up that we met on the track, they were saying some guys had gone out the other way with a couple of deer. So I don't know whether that just everyone there first basin just got out of town or what. Yeah, heaps of fresh sign. There's roaring down the valley that way, but the wind is not favourable there. But yeah, there's a couple of big blokes making plenty of noise down there. we're going to shoot over to the second basin, have a look in there, and see what we can't find. We've got about 45 minutes to an hour of sunlight left, so sort of try and make the most of it now. And yeah, that first basin's empty. Yeah, so hopefully everything's turned around for tomorrow morning there, but we'll get over here and have a look. Come with me if you want.
After a few hunts, things are coming a little more naturally now. Some things that are probably basic, but it's just like, don't walk straight over the hill, walk around it. Try and move in cover, against a tree edge or something like that. Don't silhouette yourself. Use shadows, use the shade. Shade's a good indication that you're not silhouetting yourself. And something that got passed on to me is that if I think I'm moving slow, I probably need to move a little slower. So I've been using a few half steps in there as well to try and ease the pace. Closer to. No, it's not him. It's a big hind.
Okay. Later.
Yeah, the chuckle really couldn't go again.
Yeah. Oh, I see him. Oh my god. Straight down there.
Just be careful because he'll know exactly where we are. Okay. There's a gap at the end of these trees, so it'll go into a clearing. Get up and fucking hightail it over there.
So I'm not bothering with hunting tonight. I'm just going to let my ears do the work. What's happening with this?